Hey y'all, this is Tim from Sam Boswell Honda here in Enterprise, Alabama. Today I'm showing y'all the 2021 Ford Bronco Sport, and this is the Badlands edition, as you can see from the badging right here. Now this color is what Ford calls cactus, and let me tell y'all, this is not your granddaddy's Bronco. Ford has really done something special here, and I want to take the time to show you all of the little features that set this apart from old school Broncos. Now under the hood is the 2.0 liter inline 4-cylinder, but don't let that 4-cylinder throw you off, because it is Ford's EcoBoost turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. It's an 8-speed automatic with 4-wheel drive capability, so this thing is a beast off-road. Now rather than just a regular Bronco badge at the front, you'll see that this one actually has the thin blue line supporting America's law enforcement. And right here you can see we have the radar, and up there is the camera, and what that allows you to do is have adaptive cruise control as well as lane keep assist, and I'll explain a little bit more about that once we get inside the vehicle. Now when it comes to a Ford Bronco, rugged is the name of the game, and I think rugged is the exact word I would use to describe the interior of this Ford Bronco. As you can see, everything in here is durable. Everything about the inside of this vehicle says, I'm not afraid of mud. Now don't let the ruggedness fool you, because this thing still has all of the nice amenities that your more luxury vehicles will have, such as an infotainment system and a wireless charger for your phone, lane keep assist, and not just does it have adaptive cruise control, but this is something called intelligent adaptive cruise control. And what that does, with regular adaptive cruise control, the radar at the front will detect how far away the car in front of you is. So instead of having to speed up and slow down, the vehicle will keep a set distance between you and that vehicle. But with intelligent adaptive cruise control, not only will it do that, keep that distance between you and the vehicle in front of you, but that camera at the front of the car right there actually captures speed limit signs as you're going down the road. And so whenever the camera sees a speed limit sign, it'll take that speed limit and it'll put it in your digital gauge cluster right here in front of you, and then it will adjust your speed to match the speed limit on the road. Now, not only will it sense the vehicle in front of you, and not only will it see the speed limit and set your speed limit to match the speed limit of the road, you can also adjust the tolerance. And what that means is, if you click right there on that tolerance button, I have it set to +6. So if we go back, you can see, well, you probably can't see, but right here there's a little speed limit sign that says 65 miles per hour. So if I'm driving on the interstate and there's a speed limit sign that says 65, Ford Bronco is going to adjust not to 65, but to 6 plus 65. So it will go from 65 up to 71, and it'll hold at 71, of course, until I pull up behind somebody that's going slower than that, at which case it will slow down to match the speed of the vehicle in front of you. But of course, whenever you turn your blinker on to switch lanes, it will speed up to get you back up to that speed that you've set it for. For me, I like to go 6 over. I feel like that's a pretty safe bet. Anything over 6 and I'll likely get pulled over. All right, so continuing into the back seat, you can see this seat is as far back as it goes, but I still have enough room. It's not the most room in the world. I mean, hey, it's not a Honda, but you can see I still have plenty of room here. And again, just look at this rugged looking material here in the seats. Now it is a nice two-tone color. It just says rugged, okay? And to go along with that theme, most of your cars are going to have pockets on the back of the seats. But how many cars do you know where the pockets are waterproof and zipped up like this to keep all of your belongings safe for when you go on those really muddy off-roading adventures? Also, just because you're going off-road does not mean that you have to give up the luxury. Like I said earlier, here we have a USB-C charger, a USB-A charger, And then you have this, which is a 110 outlet, just like you would have in your house. So you can plug all sorts of things in there and you get up to 400 watts of power. That's pretty awesome. And of course, the niceties don't stop there, because you might not be able to see this, but right here you have this little emblem on this door speaker that says B&O. And if you don't know what that is Bang & Olufsen, which is one of the most premier sound systems that you can get in a vehicle. B&O are legendary. They're right on up there with Bose, THX sound systems, JBL. This is about as good as you're gonna get in a vehicle. Continuing into the back of the vehicle, you can see that there is plenty of trunk space here. And you do have a full-size tire right there. And check out this all-weather covering you've got here. And you'll notice it's on the back of these chairs as well. And there's a good reason for that, because as you can see, those do lay down, giving you a ton of space to put all sorts of stuff back there, and you don't have to worry about getting any of the interior dirty. You've got this all-weather matting all throughout. Again, rugged. Then giving you a quick look over here on the right side. Again, back here you have another 110 outlet, just like you would find in your house, grounded and everything. Gives you 400 watts. Now, if you need it, you do have your extra 12-volt outlet right there, but that's really nice having a house-style plug right there. Taking a look on the left over here, you'll notice there's a little button right here, and you might be wondering, what in the world does that go to? I'll show you. As you can see on the top of the tailgate right there, we have these lights. We have these lights right here. And watch what happens whenever I hit that button. Now you can see the lights come on when you hit that button. Now during broad daylight, obviously you're not going to really notice much of a difference, but at night, that is huge. Now I do imagine that this is a vehicle people will be using a lot while they're camping, so this would be a great feature to have. And the last little quirk I want to show you on the inside here is you'll notice right here, you have these carabiner style clips on the sides, and that is on both sides. And what that's going to allow you to do is, well, I mean, you can clip whatever you want to in here, but obviously this is designed for you to put like nets or something like that that you can hang across. That way you can have, 2 layers to this back area back here. But what a neat little design to have a little carabiner style clip like that. Never seen that in another vehicle, but you've got it here on the Ford Bronco. Then on the tailgate, we have this nice little feature that you don't really see in SUVs so much anymore. But if you press the left side button over here, it actually unlocks the glass. And so if you need to put something in, but you don't feel like opening the entire lift gate, you just press that button, opens up the glass. You can just throw stuff in and then close it back up and you're good to go. Now, Ford first released the Ford Bronco in 1966. And I think it's fair to say there have been many iterations of it since then. And I have to say, 60 years later, this thing still looks as good as it has ever looked. I'd say it actually looks even better. But what do you think? Come on down to Sam Boswell Ford. Remember to ask for Tim, and I'll let you give her a test drive.